I'm Alexander Suriajani, Mulder and Penguin Doug Birthmark. I just said this in my room, then I said it on a YouTube video, then they blocked it. But a piece of this is saw some winning mule and never knew it, and they stole the money and then divided it into five Illuminati and stole other money. But a piece of their hustle and their scam to cover up the money they're making off my IP, my data, etc., is they're stealing the money and then they're creating fake jobs for themselves and then getting paid for like acting in a movie or getting paid for winning a bet or getting paid for being an investigator or X, Y, and Z. And that's how they're trying to cover up the money they've been making off of my IP, my data, my ideas, and for economic espionage scams and more. So that's a piece of this. They also stole some betting mule money, now some winning mule in New York and never knew and never even agreed to be a betting mule, but I was supposed to be a betting mule and there's large sums of money I was supposed to get that these kids stole because when gamblers would gamble, they'd leave a cut of money somewhere and I was supposed to get it, but I never did and people stole this money. But a piece of this as well is people were leaving me money for ideas and IP and data, and there's some compensation supposedly set up that no one told me about, and these people were stealing the money for the compensation, and they kept this compensation system secret from me so they could steal the money. But a piece of this is people were stealing money for my IP, my data, and money they're making off of economic espionage. They were stealing money. They were illegally. They were stealing my property and selling it illegally and committing economic espionage. They were stealing technology and things that were supposedly mine as some Illuminati and selling it. They were stealing money for crimes I'm a victim of, experiments I'm a victim of, and bets I'm a victim of. And they have all this money. And they were stealing it. Now what they're doing is they're making these fake jobs for people, such as investigators or some movie or God knows what else, and then paying people this money for parts in a movie, parts as an investigator, and God knows what else. And that's how they're trying to cover up all the money they stole from me, selling my IP, my data, stealing money for crimes I'm a victim of, stealing money for experiments I'm a victim of. And then they're also gambling with this money too. And that's a piece of what these terrorists are doing, is the way they're covering up all this money they've been making off my IP, my data, crimes I'm a victim of, bets I'm a victim of, and experiments I'm a victim of, is they're stealing that money and then paying themselves for data that's already mine, paying themselves for jobs as investigators, paying themselves for jobs doing this, paying themselves for jobs doing that, paying themselves for this job and that job. And they really are just not doing anything, and they're trying to find a way to cover up how much money they made off my ideas, data, and IP, and then trying to clean it with these fake jobs. So that's a key piece of this. So don't fall for bullshit.